So, your girl got some clay. From making lollipops to another lollipop. And then making my first ever character with clay. Yeah, had a little problems with her. With her ear and her face too low, and then her bunny rabbit tail. It fell off. For real. I had a hard time, but I got it together. And I used all kind of tools, maybe the right way, maybe not the right way. But I don't know, because guess what? This is my first time ever making anything with clay. And now, it's my first time ever painting a character that I made out of clay. If you want to know how it turned out, you gotta keep watching. No matter what, for those who don't know, my name is Daisy. Welcome to my channel. So, this is Fluff, one of my characters I made on Procreate, but I wanted to see if I could make her in clay form. So, here she is. If you haven't seen that video, you can go check it out. I will leave the video at the top in the cards or in my description down below. So, I wanted to add a heart to her. I asked in the comments down below, I asked you guys, you think I should add the heart or not add the heart? And some of you guys said yes, I should add the heart. So, that's what I did. And I decided to use puffy paint to do that. I used puffy paint in the areas right there, as you can see, and I also added on the bottom part as well. Then I put a rubber band around it just to hold it, because every time I try to remove it or try to just have it up there without the rubber band, it kept falling down. So I decided to do that. Now I am going to paint her over again. As I said before, everything I use will be in my description down below. Now I'm about to go back over her with a white coat of paint because I added the heart to her. And you might wonder why I didn't do it the first time, because I didn't know I wanted to add it or not. And it was like, it's just at the moment that I made it, I was like, oh, I can add this to Fluff. So that's what I did. And yeah, I know it looked like I'm having a hard time moving this rubber band from Fluff. Yeah, I am, but it still worked out perfect, because all I had to do was basically scrape that little part off, like the paint that was on there already. And as you can see, it's not there anymore. So I fixed it. So yeah. And as I'm sitting here going over her again with this white paint, I was thinking that I got to figure out how I'm going to make her face, her eyes on her face look right. Because as you can see, the ear is covering up her, part of her eye. So I got my iPad and go to Procreate and figure out how I was going to make this happen. So as you know, well, you might not know, I got to see stuff. I got to see how it's going to look. I got to figure out how everything needs to place before I even place it. I didn't want to go into, adding paint to Fluff without knowing exactly how I wanted her face to look. I got everything down pat as far as I know. The fur that she has, her bow, her tail, her ear. It's just at the point that I had to figure out how I was going to get her eyes to look right. I didn't want to have one eye because I felt like if I did that, she was going to look creepy. And I was like, no, I don't want that. So I was like, I got to show that she got two eyes, because she do. So I had to make sure that I figured this out. So I know I'm doing a lot. I have to do this so I can get how I want her to look. I know why you adding the color? You already got it over here on the, I get that. But this is different because she's on clay. She's not a digital drawing. A digital drawing, I can do whatever I can do to fix that problem. But since I made her out of clay, I had to figure out how I was gonna make this work. So I was in there just figuring things out, and I was like, I'm gonna make this work. I gotta make this look good, because I don't know how I'm gonna make this work without her having two eyes. I did not want her to have just one eye. We ain't gonna do that. Now I'm getting the colors right, because as I know that I don't have a lot of colors to work with. So the ones I have brought already, I was like, okay, these colors got to work. So I was mixing a lot of pinks and purples together just to get the best color I can get for Fluff. Now, when I first started painting her, I already knew in my mind, I said, this is not going to be the color. This is not going to be the color that she needs. But I continue pushing, I continue going, because I was like, I'm going to see it through and make sure it's not what I want her to look like. And I know it wasn't, because she was already not the color I wanted her to be. Now, I know for sure that she's not going to be just like my digital art. It's okay. I want her as close as I can get her to that look. You know, as I look at this now, I'm like, oh my goodness, I did not know how much it was going to be, but it's just like, it was so much. I had to get into the see the cracks in like the corners and where the heart is, all those things. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to take a lot of work. Now, as you see, I am adjusting the color because I realized this color is not it. Now, this color, this is the color. I see it. So, I'm trying to get every part like painted. And like, I mean, every part. Because I don't want to see white anywhere. I don't want to see white anywhere because if I see white, then I know that I did not get her covered. So I'm working on the tail right now, as you can see. No worries, I will fix that. I'm gonna get a darker color to make that look better. And yes, I know Fluff color is darker than this, but I was just testing some colors out just to see if I like it or not. Just to see if I was gonna change her tail to a different color, but it would look too much like her fur. So I said, nah, that ain't it. Let's go back to original, okay? Now I'm going to work on her bow. Yes, I'm jumping all over the place because I'm just trying to get the colors down to see how I want her to look. Now, I know I could just have an easily white bow, but I didn't want it to make it as white. I want to have a little bit of gray in it. It's like a little teeny bit, not too much. So I went in with some little bit of white and black and just to lighten it up a little bit to get to a little bit of a gray look. But I went back and I changed that again because I didn't like how that looked, but I did show that on camera. So as you can see, I'm getting every part of the bow because I don't want it to look a hot mess, because if I feel like I don't get everything coated with paint, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look like I even did anything to it. Just like my lollipops, I want to make sure that everything was covered. So as you can see, I'm working on the bottom. Now at the bottom, it's very flat. I don't like it. I like that it's flat, that she can sit down, but it's not like level right for me. But this is my second clay art that I have done. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Now I am back on the bunny tail. So I'm adding a purple, like a darker color to it, because I feel like I wanted to get as close as I can, once again, to the digital art that I have done. No, it's not gonna look completely like that, but that's okay. But I'm going to basically try to add some highlights, make it look a little bit, you know, fluffier, and you know. So the detail I use with the dotted tool, I want to make sure that I bring that out a little bit more. Now the eyes, oh my goodness, this was so much work. Like, I couldn't believe I did this. It took me so long to get it right, but I got one eye right. Then I had to work on the other eye. I had to make sure that you could see her eye. I had to make sure it had to work out. But me drawing this eye close to the ear, oh my goodness, like it was so much work. Like I kept messing up. I had paint on the ears, I had paint on the side. I had to clean it up so many times, but I'm glad that I did. It helps me practice more, so when I do more detailed clay artwork, I want to be able to make it look way better. So this just is practice for me. I'm gonna continue doing this. This is not it. I will be doing more. So Fluff is done. Well, without the Mod Podge, which is the sealer I use. So this is her without, and this is her with it. And I wanted to make sure that I protect my clay art. So that's what I use at the moment. It might change, you know, down the line, but that's what I use. Now, as you can see, Fluff is not a real bunny. She's more of a stuffed bunny rabbit, okay? She is Bella, my character. That's her stuffed animal. That's on in the picture, but I just want you to know who Fluff is and where she actually come from. Now, there is a different Fluff. This is a girl version of Fluff, but there is a boy version of Fluff. But I don't know, maybe she's gonna be Mrs. Fluff and he's gonna be Mr. Fluff. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments down below. I just want you guys to know that she is not the only Fluff, okay?
So who's this? This is Barry, and he is a bear. He has a cute little bow tie, and he looks like a pig. He has like pink sauce on his head, and he's covered in cotton candy, and is very cute.
So that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if you want to go see more videos of me, I'll put it right here so you can go check this video out. You might like it. And guys, I pray that you all have an amazing day. Stay blessed. Bye.